Elon Musk is currently the wealthiest person on Earth. Yet, in late 2008, the math suggested he was only a few days away from total financial ruin. His journey began with the sale of PayPal to eBay. As a co-founder, Musk walked away from that acquisition with $180 million. For most entrepreneurs, that represents the finish line. The standard move is to diversify that capital into low-risk assets and transition into a life of passive luxury. Musk ignored the standard playbook. He liquidated his entire fortune to provide seed capital for two high-risk, unproven ventures simultaneously. The first was Tesla. He intended to build a high-performance electric car in an industry where no American startup reached mass production in decades. The second was SpaceX. He was attempting to build rockets capable of reaching orbit, a technical achievement previously reserved for the world's most powerful governments. Musk was trading his absolute financial security for the chance to overhaul the energy and aerospace sectors simultaneously, two industries where startups almost never survive their first 5 years. Then came the 2008 global financial crisis. As the economy collapsed, the venture capital markets that Musk needed to sustain these companies completely dried up. Both companies operated at a high burn rate, rapidly consuming cash. Without investment, balances dropped towards zero. SpaceX's launch failures were massive financial drains, accelerating this depletion. Simultaneously, Tesla's manufacturing delays caused millions in losses. By late 2008, cash reserves collided with the zero line. Changing the world was now secondary to the immediate goal, preventing bank accounts from hitting zero. Musk was caught in a literal countdown to bankruptcy. The engineering wasn't helping. SpaceX's first 3 rocket launches ended in failure, with each mission ending before it could reach its intended orbit. These failures were visceral. Thousands of hours of work and millions of dollars in precision-engineered hardware were vaporizing in seconds. The public and the media grew skeptical. Headlines mocked the amateur space program, and the general assumption was that Musk had finally run out of money and luck. Musk was down to his final millions. He had just enough capital to attempt one more launch or provide a few weeks of life support for Tesla. He didn't have enough to save both. By late 2008, the spreadsheets showed the companies were finished. Musk's choice was no longer about strategy. It was about which dream to let die first. Everything came down to Flight 4. If this rocket failed to reach orbit, SpaceX would declare bankruptcy immediately, likely dragging Tesla down with it. The tension in the SpaceX controller was absolute as the final countdown reached the final seconds. The rocket cleared the tower, performed a perfect stage separation, and became the first privately developed liquid-fueled rocket to reach Earth's orbit. Reaching orbit provided the necessary data for NASA to act. Within days, the agency signed a $1.6 billion commercial resupply contract, providing the capital SpaceX needed to survive. This shift transformed the company's reputation from a risky experiment to a proven aerospace partner. Musk moved from theoretical potential to objective, high-stakes delivery. The garage-scale operations of 2008 evolved into global leaders. Today, Musk's companies dominate both aerospace and the global transition to electric vehicles. Those early failures were a necessary part of the process. Each explosion provided the technical data required to achieve the reliable flight systems they use today. Musk's decision to risk his last dollar on a 4th launch is the specific reason these global industries look the way they do today. The difference between a world-changing empire and a forgotten bankruptcy was the courage to try one last time.